different variations he possesses.
So it's a bit like Abrar, so off cutters and leg cutters and balls at length, wicket to wicket. Pakistan have used him with the new ball with a bit of success. 7 matches and 3 wickets in ODIs, but obviously he's a star egg for them with the bat up front.
Yeah, it's a wonderful addition, isn't it, though, to have a person who plays the way he does, left-handed option, and then with this ability to bowl some really effective. It's not part-time bowling. He's better than just a part-timer. So looking to try and be as direct and bring those stumps into play. Much like we saw from Salman and his 4 for 32 in his 8 overs. And I'll tell you what, the faster bowlers won't be complaining, because in this heat, the more overs you can get through with the spinners, the less the fast bowlers have to bowl. So just the 4 singles from the 24th, 126 for 4.
I think it's a good move to use Saim Ayub, because spinners have generally done well in this phase, so why not more of the same?
The South African duo just taking on some extra liquids. It is immensely warm out there. Yeah, it's an interesting one too, isn't it, Rami? Is sometimes when you've got a very similar spinner, they kind of similar likes to bowling them at the same time. Whereas if you've got a fast bowler who bowls gas and shapes it away, you have no problem with bowling 2 quicks. But it's not often that they try and get the 2 spinners who are very similar in ilk to deliver at the same time. So it's interesting that they've got Saim and Abrar on at the same time, and you would think they could still be effective, right?
I think so, yes. I think conditions have generally been good for spin. Hit hard for a run. But South Africans have been just a little bit hesitant against spin in this innings so far. Wickets have gone down to not massive turners, but the ball that has kept straight. Just bad footwork on most occasions, playing from the crease instead of lunging forward and trying to smother the spin.
Well ball, shabash.
Yeah, I don't think many of them would have come across Selden Agar. So they might have just been searching a little bit. I mean, you can watch as many videos and the video footage and preparation, but unless you've been out there and faced him. So I think for the rest of the series, they won't be playing for the turn. They might be playing for the straighter delivery.
Yes. Good ball. Dig there. Achhi bowling hai bas. Isko bhi wahi karo. Shabash, isko bhi yahi karo.
Sometimes a straighter line from a spinner becomes just a little bit more taxing to handle, because you're looking for spin, because there's a bit of movement on the ball, on the seam, revs on the ball, and you think it's going to spin. But then when it stays straight, then you're hoodwinked. And I think that was the case, at least in a couple of occasions where they played for the spin, it wasn't there.
I think also with the advent of DRS has meant that they've been quite focused on bowling a straight line. In the old days, in the one days, you kind of prod your front pad way out in front, and the umpires were loath to give you out. But now they know that if they make contact with their pad and it's not given, they can send it upstairs. It gives them extra incentive to try and be a little bit straighter.
We haven't seen them to use their feet also. They've played from the crease most times, and it's not really worked. But right now, it's road to recovery as far as this pairing is concerned. That's a decent over. Just 5 runs from it. 131 for 4.
There's the wickets off. Have a look at their shoulders there. One thing I would be concerned about is that was square on. This one also very square on and trying to play it. And a distance square on. And then Tristan Stubbs also square on at point of interception. I think they'd be served, better off served to be trying to stay on the sideline, but what an impact he has had.
Salman Aliara turning out to...
Oh, that one was airborne for a little brief period. That's why there was the shout of catch it, but nicely placed in the end by Markram. There we go. That's what he's been waiting for. It's a real strength of Hendrik Klaasen. It's the drag down. He searches for it. He sweats on it. He waits for it. And then he eventually gets it and hammers it away. That's the first maximum for him. First maximum of the day for South Africa. And before this, there had just been the one boundary in the last 9 overs. Markham yet to hit one himself.
Picked up the length so early, and then the positive intent. He always backs himself when he's hitting them over mid-wicket.
I just thought he got another dose where he could hammer that one away. That 6 brought up the 50 partnership as well. It was a wonderful partnership at the top of the order of 70. And then a bit of a batting collapse. 3 wickets falling for the addition of 18 runs. And now this partnership of 51, exactly what South Africa need from their 2 experienced campaigners.
When the batters are playing spin off the back foot, it means generally that they're not picking him off the hand. That's a good end to the over after being airlifted for 6. Just 9 from it. 140 for 4.
There is the beautiful Paarl area. You can see that it's pretty scorched at this time of year. They get mostly winter rain here in Cape Town. But there's the control element that the spinners have just brought to the equation, but for that last over. You think from over 18 being introduced.